When considering overcurrent device limitations in a panel board, it's crucial to understand how tandem breakers are classified. A tandem breaker, despite having a single handle, is recognized as two separate overcurrent devices. This is because it occupies two distinct spaces within the panel board. Consequently, if a panel board is rated for a maximum of 42 overcurrent devices, it doesn't necessarily mean that only 42 physical breaker handles are permitted. It's the total count of overcurrent devices that matters. In the context of a panel board with a 42 overcurrent device capacity, the inclusion of tandem breakers alters the possible configuration. Instead of accommodating 42 single-pole breakers, the panel could house a combination of single-pole and tandem breakers, provided the total number of overcurrent devices does not exceed 42. For instance, a panel could conceivably contain 21 tandem breakers. Since each tandem breaker represents two overcurrent devices, 21 tandem breakers would fully utilize the panel's capacity of 42 overcurrent devices. It is important to be aware of the National Electrical Code, or NEC, requirements that may further restrict the use of tandem breakers. Some panel boards are not designed or listed for use with tandem breakers, and the NEC prohibits their installation in such cases. The NEC specifies that a panel board must be designed and marked for the use of tandem breakers if they are to be installed. This marking typically appears in the panel board's label or wiring diagram. Before installing any tandem breakers, it's essential to consult the panel board's documentation and verify that it is approved for their use. The number of overcurrent devices is not the same as the number of breaker handles. A single breaker handle can control 1, 2, or even 3 overcurrent devices depending on the type of breaker. A standard single-pole breaker has one handle and controls one overcurrent device. A 2-pole breaker has one handle and controls 2 overcurrent devices. A 3-pole breaker has one handle and controls 3 overcurrent devices. A tandem breaker, also known as a twin breaker or half-size breaker, has one handle but controls 2 overcurrent devices. The NEC defines an overcurrent device as a device capable of automatically interrupting an overcurrent condition in an electrical circuit. This interruption is typically achieved through the melting of a fusible link or the tripping of a circuit breaker. Overcurrent devices are designed to protect electrical circuits and equipment from damage caused by excessive current flow. Overcurrent can result from various factors, including short circuits, ground faults, and overloads. The NEC specifies the types and ratings of overcurrent devices that are permitted for use in different electrical circuits and applications. These requirements are intended to ensure the safe and reliable operation of electrical systems. In addition to the total number of overcurrent devices, other factors also limit the number of circuits in a panel board. These factors include the physical size of the panel board, the available space for wiring, and the ampacity of the panel board's busbars. Busbars are conductive bars that distribute power throughout the panel board. The ampacity of the busbars determines the maximum amount of current that the panel board can safely handle. The NEC specifies the minimum ampacity requirements for panel board busbars based on the size and type of circuits that they serve. When selecting a panel board, it's crucial to consider both the number of overcurrent devices and the ampacity of the busbars. The panel board should be sized to accommodate the anticipated load and to provide adequate space for future expansion. It's also important to select a panel board that is listed and labeled by a recognized testing laboratory such as Underwriters Laboratories or UL. Listing and labeling indicate that the panel board has been tested and meets applicable safety standards. When installing a panel board, it's essential to follow the manufacturer's instructions and all applicable electrical codes. The panel board should be securely mounted and properly grounded. All wiring connections should be tight and secure. Overcurrent devices should be properly sized and installed in accordance with the NEC. A panel board schedule should be provided indicating the circuit number, the load served by each circuit, and the size of the overcurrent device protecting each circuit. The panel board schedule should be kept up to date as circuits are added or modified. Regular inspection and maintenance of panel boards are essential to ensure their safe and reliable operation. Panel boards should be inspected periodically for signs of damage, corrosion, or overheating. Overcurrent devices should be tested periodically to verify that they are functioning properly. Any damaged or defective components should be replaced immediately. A qualified electrician should perform all panel board inspections, maintenance, and repairs. Working on electrical panel boards can be dangerous, and only qualified personnel should perform such work. Electricity can cause serious injury or death. Always de-energize the panel board before performing any work on it. Use appropriate personal protective equipment, such as gloves and safety glasses. Follow all applicable safety procedures and electrical codes. In summary, when determining the number of tandem breakers permitted in a panel board, the primary consideration is the total number of overcurrent devices. A tandem breaker counts as 2 overcurrent devices. The panel board must be designed and marked for the use of tandem breakers. Other factors, such as the physical size of the panel board and the ampacity of the busbars, may also limit the number of circuits that can be installed. Always consult the manufacturer's instructions and all applicable electrical codes before installing any electrical equipment. Remember, safety is paramount when working with electricity. Always take the necessary precautions to protect yourself and others from electrical hazards. Understanding the nuances of overcurrent device limitations and the proper application of tandem breakers is crucial for ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical systems. This knowledge empowers electricians and other qualified personnel to design, install, and maintain electrical systems in accordance with the NEC and other applicable standards. Always prioritize safety and adhere to best practices when working with electricity. This ensures the well-being of yourself and those around you. By staying informed and following established guidelines, you contribute to a safer and more reliable electrical environment for everyone. Remember to consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns about electrical installations or repairs. Electrical work should only be performed by qualified personnel who have the necessary training and experience to do the job safely and correctly. It's important to prioritize safety and to follow all applicable electrical codes and regulations. By doing so, you can help to prevent electrical accidents and ensure the safe and reliable operation of electrical systems. Understanding the function and limitations of electrical components, such as overcurrent devices and panel boards, is essential for anyone working with electricity. This knowledge allows for informed decisions and helps to prevent potentially dangerous situations. Always stay up to date on the latest electrical codes and best practices. Continuing education and professional development are crucial for maintaining competency and ensuring safety in the electrical field. In conclusion, the proper application of tandem breakers and the understanding of overcurrent device limitations are critical aspects of electrical safety and system design. By adhering to the NEC, following manufacturer's instructions, and prioritizing safety, you can contribute to a safer and more reliable electrical environment. Always remember to consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns about electrical work. Electricity is a powerful force that must be treated with respect. By taking the necessary precautions and following established guidelines, you can help to prevent electrical accidents and ensure the well-being of yourself and others. The NEC provides detailed requirements for the installation and protection of electrical systems. It is essential to be familiar with these requirements and to follow them carefully. Failure to comply with the NEC can result in serious injury or death. In addition to the NEC, there may be local electrical codes that also apply. It is important to check with your local authorities to determine the specific requirements in your area. When in doubt, always consult with a qualified electrician. They can provide guidance and ensure that your electrical work is done safely and in accordance with all applicable codes. The use of tandem breakers can be a convenient way to add more circuits to a panel board. However, it is important to understand the limitations and to follow all applicable codes and regulations. Tandem breakers should only be used in panel boards that are designed and marked for their use. The total number of overcurrent devices in the panel board should not exceed the maximum number specified by the manufacturer. Always check the panel board's label or wiring diagram to verify that it is approved for the use of tandem breakers. If you are unsure whether a panel board is approved for the use of tandem breakers, consult with a qualified electrician. They can inspect the panel board and determine whether it is safe to install tandem breakers. Remember, safety is always the top priority when working with electricity. Always take the necessary precautions to protect yourself and others from electrical hazards. Electrical work should only be performed by qualified personnel who have the necessary training and experience to do the job safely and correctly. In addition to understanding the technical aspects of electrical systems, it is also important to be aware of the potential hazards. Electricity can cause serious injury or death if it is not handled properly. Always to energize the circuit before working on it. Use appropriate personal protective equipment, such as gloves and safety glasses. Follow all applicable safety procedures and electrical codes. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, hire a qualified electrician to do the work for you. It is better to be safe than sorry when it comes to electricity. The information provided in this narration is intended for educational purposes only and should not be considered a substitute for professional electrical advice. Always consult with a qualified electrician before performing any electrical work.